All right, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Christmas Eve show today. And we're talking about finding your joy in the Infinity Matrix. You're going to want to stick around today. It's a really special session we're doing today. I'm going to bring Ross in here in a second. And if you're chiming in, go ahead and do the regular. Let us know where you're from. If it's your first time, go ahead and push hashtag first time. And hello, Shannon. Where you from? All right, they're starting to come in, and we got Ross coming in here.
Thank you.
So today we just thought it fitting for us to cover the topic finding your joy in the Infinity Matrix, and we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of laughter and bringing more joy in your life, and getting that spark of joy back into your life, and or to have more of it, right? And why you'd want to do that. Kate, first time, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the session. Make sure you check out some of our previous streams. We have some pretty good ones as well. If you end up liking this one, which and Shannon's from Honolulu, first time as well. Nice, awesome,
fantastic.
And we got Romania, nice. Canada, here we go. Pauline from Scotland. Yeah. Nice. Alabama, first timer. Good. We're getting some good first timers.
Fantastic.
That's nice.
Welcome, everybody.
I'm so glad to have you on. Chicago. Can't get enough of this type of learning. Nice. Spain, first time. Wow, we got a Spain first timer as well. Hey, Sophia, good to see you. Great. So I was saying today we are going to talk about finding your joy in the Infinity Matrix. We're going to do something a little different today than we've done in the past. We're going to give you we could call it a treat. Maybe you'll find it a treat. I mean, it's subjective, I guess, but we're going to do a guided visualization, guided meditation for the hack today, for the micro hack. And I think you guys will enjoy it. So stick around for that. And we will start with, I'm going to, if you're not, especially first timers, if you're not a part of our Facebook group, it's important for you to jump onto the group. I'm going to post the link here. You'll see it running down below as well, facebook.com/groups/the Infinity Matrix. And the link should be coming in the stream real quick there. Head over there and join in. There's 3 questions you need to answer for us to kind of get an idea of who's coming in, what it is you want, and also whether you're interested in being part of the VIP membership or not. The VIP membership allows us to know that you're serious about hacking the Infinity Matrix and really playing at a different level. And so it allows us to kind of put you on notice for when we have special things that are specific for VIP members. For example, last week we gave away, for those that are on VIP, we said we're giving away an ebook. We were going to send it out earlier this week, but there were some issues with Facebook allowing us to have access to everybody. So we're figuring out a way to get that to you, but we do have it ready and it's good to go. Maybe I'll even drop the image on here in the meantime. So if you head over to the group, you can catch all the previous live streams. Just once you're in the membership, if you don't answer the questions, the system will immediately bump you out. Once you do, you're in. So answer the questions, and then you're in the membership on the memberships group side. And you can see on the units tab, you go in there, and then you'll see the Thursday live streams. You can see all of our previous streams there as well.
Yeah, and let's tell them also. Some of the new people that are in. When Gary's talking about the guided meditation that we're going to do today. I mean, that's kind of a new one. Every week we give you a tool to walk away with. Every single
first
week.
Time here.
We call them micro hacks.
It's not just us yapping away.
Well, we do take some liberties with that. But yes.
Yeah, and that's the goal. Is the part of the reason we did the group and the VIP is because we wanted a community of people that are serious about actually implementing stuff instead of just learning stuff, because there's a ton of stuff to learn out there. And truth be told, what Ross and I are bringing to the table is not really new information. It's just how we're bringing it is different.
Right.
And the delivery system that we have is what we believe to be unique, but the actual content of what we're doing, we have definitely on flavor, but you can find variations of it all around. So don't get caught up in the content. Get caught up in the implementation.
Right.
Get caught up in how
Exactly.
these things start to shift and alter and adjust your life. Ross, we do this every week, but there was a couple that you had mentioned to me that you had seen in the streams. Did you want to go over that with people? And I'll just kind of.
Oh yeah, we get great reviews from people all the time, but there's some top members that have given us some kudos lately. Beverly says, I have shared how much I'm learning from this group. It's leading me to do my own research and learn so much more. Thank you very much. I mean, that's what we want. We want to trigger something that's going to make you get up and move and better yourself. We're giving you the tools to do it, and it's just a matter of whether you choose to implement it. And Judy says, I feel like I just stumbled into the most interesting master class ever. And I replied back, I says, just wait. I says, it's getting better and better. And we are actually developing our master class that we're going to be introducing next year. So, that's, these are Gary. I mean, these are, I don't know what to say. I mean, these are amazing gifts
Yeah.
to me. I'm
Oh
so
man, some of
touched.
the
And
some of the comments I've heard just really touch my heart. I mean, it's just we're really grateful, and it's why we do this every week, is because we feel that the timing is better now than it's ever been for us to get our content out there, and to let people have these tools to shift, alter, and or adjust
exactly.
the reality of the experience. And so for you guys showing up every week and commenting and sharing and doing all the stuff you do, it's why we're here. So keep it up. We really love it, and we'll just
Yeah.
continue to bring great stuff.
Well, they did a study a few years ago of people who go to seminars and do online learning and such, and they found that after they leave a seminar, I think what is it, 60% of people don't do anything with it. I
Yeah,
mean, they spend all this money and
that to me seems low. I would
buy
think
all
it'd
these
be
tools.
higher.
Is it? Yeah,
I would think it's
it could
higher.
be.
It just seems low to me. I mean, it's just because I know from doing the seminar circuit for so many years in the past.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So we want to give you tools that you can actually use, and that will make a difference. I mean, we call them micro hacks because these are kind of small little nuggets that we give you, but they are powerful. And for those of you who are new, we've some people have shared, what they've learned. I just got another one this morning, and it's just a tiny little, just a little bit of a nudge, and there was just like all of a sudden, this member just, she's like, everything just exploded in front of me. All of a sudden, I had this great realization. So it's
so
really
Sheba
really
said,
cool.
while you're doing that, Sheba said that, I really felt positive change in myself. Thanks, both of you. I mean, these
Thank you.
kinds of things we're hearing all week long, and it's just really great.
Yeah. So we're really really pleased. All right, Gary, you ready to get with it?
Yeah, nice. All
All
right.
right. Tis the season.
Yeah, someone
That's
loves
how
my
we're
snow. They love my
looking at
snow
it.
effect.
This is our yeah, really, it's still snowing here. Um, and our goal right now and what we've been focusing on this month is to give you some tools that are going to really kind of make you ready for 2021. And it's going to be a great year. 2020 was challenging, but it was still, it's all about your perspective. It really is. So, joy to the world, everybody, and bringing joy to the entire world is our intention. And we're going to start with you. We really are. So let me ask you, are joy and happiness the same thing? What brings you joy? We're going to go straight into answer in the comments. What brings you joy? It just takes a couple minutes, but or a couple seconds for it to show up. But what brings you joy? It can be anything. There are no right or wrong answers with this. So don't overthink it. What pops right into your head? And then right after that, what brings you happiness? Nobody's ever asked you this before. There we go. All right, we're starting to get some. Oh,
Yeah.
somebody actually called this a joyful space. There we go. I guess we bring in the joy now. That's
Yeah.
what we want. Music. All right. Being alive, kids, animals. Excellent. My granddaughter Maggie. Great, Cheryl. Oh, fantastic. All right. Good. Good. Just keep popping them in there as they pop into
Nice.
your head. This brings me joy. This brings me happiness. Well, we certainly hope that you enjoy today's live stream. We really, really do. But did you know the word enjoy actually means make joy? So when you tell somebody, I hope you enjoy the lunch I made for you, you enjoy means I hope this brings you joy. That's what it's all about. And what this also means that you should enjoy every single day from this moment on. And by the end of this live stream, you're definitely going to. I'll guarantee it. Gary has got some powerful tools set up for you. So, joy and happiness are wonderful feelings to experience. Although intertwined with each other, they're actually very, very different. Happiness is relatively fleeting and tends to be externally triggered and is based on other people, other things, places, thoughts, and events. Whereas joy is an underlying feeling that permeates your existence. It's a more consistent internal feeling of warmth and self. It comes when you make peace with who you are, why you are, and how you are. So Webster defines this as a source or cause of delight. And I can agree with that. Okay, it's a source. While the state of joy can be euphoric, modern society can create an environment that challenges its ability to remain consistent and constant. The greatest disruptor of joy is a constant comparison to others. Facebook is a great example. Celebrities and so called influencers are all great examples of disruptors. While you're given a glimpse, a brief moment in time of what may or may not be their true reality, you're not privy to their 24/7 entire life. And therefore, you don't see the entire picture. You don't see what they look like first thing in the morning, or even how they feel, or what their mood is, or when they have the flu. And in many cases, without their makeup team slathering on gobs of foundation, eyeliner, lipstick, etc. You only see that one quick snapshot that you try and try and try to live up to. I'm not saying these are bad things. I'm saying it's an artificial moment in time that you may be comparing to every minute of your time. So, am I harshing your mellow? Good. That's what I want. We want you to think. Okay, we don't tell you what to think. We show you how to think. Our goal is for you to become the I in the storm, the me in the storm. Your prime objective is maintaining your joy, your bliss, your delight throughout your day, regardless of the storm that may be raging around you, regardless of who you see in a magazine, regardless of that new car your neighbor just bought. You are the center, and the external is always secondary. Everyone still with me? Did I bring back your mellow a little bit? All right, give me a thumbs up down below. Let me know you're still with me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me happy face, a thumbs up. I got it. I'm with you. I. It's me, me, me. It's not selfish when you are looking after yourself because you can't help the world. You can't help your family until you've taken care of yourself. So if we're all in agreement that creation begins with a thought, then we become aware that we don't have something we want. We naturally experience the emotion of lack from not having what we desire. At this point in time, we come to a choice convergent point. We begin creating in our imagination, through our imagination, and expand our joy. Or we choose to focus on the lack and begin the emotional spiral of lack, jealousy, envy, despair, and we it's horrible. It's a terrible, terrible feeling. And we've all experienced it, I'm sure, at one time or another. As a result, our brain begins firing in new sequences and patterns and combinations. Each time we do this, we're not only changing our mind because the mind is the brain in action, but we're beginning to change our brain. Do you recall when we spoke about the reticular activating system back in, I think it was Livestream 7? One piece we didn't cover is the darker side of its capabilities. Its ability to hyper focus on negative attributes in its environment. If the CCP decision to wallow in self pity and jealousy, the RAS, which is very good at taking instructions, carries out its commands. You will seek out more of what you want to feel bad about. It knows that it is our natural, innate propensity to be creators. We are creators, but it doesn't decide what is created. It understands it is simply a cog in the system, your system of creation. The more we think about these things and imagine what it would be like to have them, the more our brain naturally starts creating pictures and images of what our future could look like. This is what it means to dream the dream of the future. If we keep thinking about making that future become a reality, we naturally begin to insert ourselves into the scene of our future. According to research on mental rehearsal, once we immerse ourselves into that scene, changes begin to take place in our brain. Therefore, each time we're laying down new neurological tracks that literally change our brain to look like the brain of our future. In other words, the brain starts to look like the future we want to create. And it's already happened. If we truly engage in this process with passion, we might begin to emotionally experience our future through thought alone. In fact, when we are feeling the emotions of our future, whether that's joy, gratitude, freedom, abundance, enthusiasm, love, and so on, the creative thoughts in your mind can become the experience. As the body receives the chemical signals from these emotions, essentially the body is receiving this signal that the event has already occurred. So, if we refer to the work of Dr. Lipton, research on epigenetics tells us that the environment signals the gene, and the end product from an experience in the environment is an emotion. And as we embrace the emotion ahead of the environment, we are signaling the gene ahead of the environment. We're time travelers. We really are. So, no matter what we're trying to create in our lives, good or bad, whether it's a relationship, a job, a house, health, calm mind, or a peaceful heart, thinking about those things and desiring them We may know what we want in thought. However, many times we experience the emotion of lack in the way we feel. That's because we've been conditioned. We want immediate gratification or relief from that lack, that yearning of lack.
Well, it
So,
kind of goes back to Ross. Just to interrupt here. It kind
sure,
of goes back to the future memories section, the session that we did. Right. It's where
exactly.
it's
Yep,
the with the
that
epigenetics,
was
it's
number
showing.
9.
Yeah, it's showing that that there's a future self coming back and communicating to us how to enter into the future. And so to have choice in doing that, which is what that session was all about, kind of ties in with this, and also ties in with what we're going to do with the meditation today, where we're planning for the future to communicate back to us, to bring more joy, to find more joy, to reignite that spark inside that maybe for some of you has gone dormant, right?
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
if we let that lack continue and we let all of our senses experience it and reinforce it, this becomes the great disruptor of joy. It will always be in the back of your mind. It doesn't mean that you don't strive for things, but it does mean that we want to get out of that loop. So here lies our biggest challenge as creators. Some will say that lack is a driver, a motivator. But is it really? If we take the lack we live by each day, it creates an endless loop, or perhaps a hamster wheel of never enough, constantly trying to catch up. It's the old adage of what is it? Keeping up with the Joneses. Okay, the neighbor bought a new car. Now I have to get a new car. Oh, the neighbor just remodeled. Now I have to remodel. We're constantly trying to keep up, to be better than that other person. And now social media has made that absolutely, it's driving people insane. So, all because we are back in the emotions of the past and we can't see our future through the filter of our past. When we live in lack while we are still creating our future over time, pay attention, this is important, write it down. Over time, we stop creating and wait for something outside of us to take away the lack we feel inside of us. But it is the lack that keeps us out of joy and keeps our dreams at arm's length in the first place. So imagine what would happen if you lived by the emotions of your future every day. And as Gary said, we discussed this in Future Memories in episode 9. So those of you who are new, we recommend that you kind of go in order, but all of our episodes are standalones. So you would, how do I put this? You would feel like your future has already happened and less likely to be separate from your dreams. That's how believing in the future that you have not yet experienced with your senses, keeping it alive in your mind and your body.
Which you're doing anyways. What we're doing is
Exactly.
we're giving you tools now to maybe have it to consciously put that
Right.
future out the way you'd prefer it to be, to hack the matrix so it shows up the way you want it to show up. And I think that's important to remember is that it's not that you have to do something new. You're doing it anyways. We're just saying, hey, what if you did this to hack it so you get a different type of outcome?
Exactly. So by not living with that future intent, you are now not allowing joy, or excuse me, by living, you are now allowing joy into your life because it's already ready to enter. So, yes, I said allowing joy. You understand when I say that? When I say allowing, type a yes or no down below. Just give me some little, so yeah, I get it. I'm on track. For those of you who are new, after the show, we will actually go in and we will answer all of your questions by the end of the day. We spend hours after each show going in and working on comments. So, do you understand what I mean when I say allowing? Joy is a core human experience, but we often don't understand the true depth of its meaning in our lives. Nor do we understand that subconsciously we can either attract or repel it from our daily lives. Many people feel deep down that they don't deserve it. Oh, they may say that they want joy in their life, but something or someone blocks it from being sustained. We have Gary and I have been doing coaching for a long time. We've observed that many people have an enduring underlying sense of something that is deeper than the emotion of happiness. And we have come to describe this as joy. I'm happy that I'm happy that yesterday I spent time with my family, and I'm happy that my son has come to visit. Okay, but it brings me joy. It creates joy deep down inside me. Okay, so the problem is that in this I want it now quick fix society, we grow impatient and decide to go buy it, swallow it, shoot it up, or simply justify it away. But joy is compounding. It is it's a beautiful painting, okay, of layers and layers of color. Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa took over 10 years to complete, with hundreds, maybe thousands of layers of skillfully applied pigments of color. That's called the patience of joy. You don't spend over 10 years creating something if you don't have joy in your heart. So, a helpful way of thinking about joy is understanding that what matters most in human life, and by living a more aligned with one's ethical and spiritual ideals. The more one is able to live a strength-based life, reciprocate relationships with others, and live with a moral coherency, the more joy one will experience in life. Joy is not an individual pursuit, but one that deeply involves our connections with others. So if you have asked how to find joy, that's your answer. Connections, relations, do it. So let's remember, joy is a perception, and perception creates your reality. So what's your perception?
So I didn't know. I actually didn't know that it took 10 years for him to do the.
It was actually long. It was actually longer. Now he didn't work on it every single day for 10 years, but yeah, he started it in I think it was 1803.
Well, and I think that's the thing with when you have joy in something, time is irrelevant, right? And it's like it's the time passes by, it just kind of goes. It's where does time go?
Because they call it the flow state. Joy. That's the flow state.
Absolutely, yeah, right. And so so there's again many dimensions to it, and I think it's important to remember that. And I keep going back to the idea and wanting to remind people that it's not that you have to, and I know the title says, find the joy. It's not that you got to find it necessarily, because it's not lost. It's again, maybe just not perceived. It's always around. It's more just access as opposed to finding it. Because find assumes, just in the terminology and languaging of it, means that it's, number one, lost. It also assumes that it's something you don't have, or that you had at one time and you don't. You do have all spectrum of emotions. It's the capacity to consciously access it. It's because it can sometimes seem like this flighting thing that's kind of all over the place, and you're trying to grab it, trying to get a hold of it, and it's kind of a elusive. You keep missing it if you're not having enough of it, or having it when you want it. And so remember that you have the tools and the resources already. I just want to keep reminding people of that there's and this will probably be one of the streams we do in the new year, is that you're greater than you think you are, no matter how great you think you are. Okay. And so we just want to keep reminding you of that you have more tools, you have more resources, you have more abilities than maybe you've been led to believe, or you've allowed yourself to believe in the past. And having more joy is one of those abilities that you have, and it's instinctual. It's so instinctual that as a baby coming out, babies, I've seen different reports, but anywhere up to over 300 times per day, babies will laugh. Right. And it's sometimes, yes, it's induced by, someone doing something to them, tickling them. But majority of the time, it's just they're laughing because it's in their nature. It's in our nature. We've all been there. Right. Just as, it's a means of communication, and they found that laughter and, even smiling is a way for humans to actually create bond. Right. It's a reminder that we are one. It's a reminder that there's no separation, because we can all relate to it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. And it's the neurochemicals that happen in the body, and the shift and the altering of even the cellular structure of the body when you're in a laugh state or a joy state is different than any other state. Right. So it's again, we just want you to have access to that, and that's kind of what we want to bring today to use as a trajectory into 2021 and beyond for you. So
Gary, I want to throw something in too, based on what you just said, is that I'm pretty close to 100% sure that there's some of you out there that have had events in your life, you've had relationships in your life, and you may have said, or maybe thinking at one time or another, or even possibly now, that this took my joy, it stole my joy. It didn't. Your joy never left. It has just simply been pounced upon. It's kind of buried, and we're here to show you how to take it back.
So it's like a spotlight, and it's like a flashlight in the dark room. So joy was there. Your flashlight just happened to be on something different.
Good one. Yes.
Right. So it's not that it went anywhere. It's not that you never had access to it. It's just somehow, for some reason, and there's a variety of different reasons why that is. And all of our hacks are designed to kind of chip away at those, to open up that spectrum for you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's there. We're just gonna we're creating the tools. We're giving you the shovels and the picks to dig out the stuff on top, so it can start shining through again. Yeah. And this guided meditation that Gary's going to take you through is tremendous.
All right.
It's awesome stuff.
Okay, so we're going to start that now. So some just prep work for that. Number one is please do not listen while driving a car, operating machinery. Just doing our okay. There is hypnotic language. There is hypnotic pace. There is relaxation suggestions, all of which you can choose to accept or not. It's up to you completely. If you can find yourself in a place where you're not going to be disturbed for, I'm guessing, 15, 20 minutes, I tried to keep it short so that you could have something that after this, in the group, we will be putting up the audio. Did we decide this is going VIP only, or are we going to do it to the group? I don't remember who decided.
I don't know. I think
we'll just throw it to the group. We'll just throw it to the group. We'll just throw it to the group. All right. So the audio version of this, we'll edit it out so that you have it as a way that you can download. and listen to on a regular basis,
It'll just be an
and
MP3.
have it as a guided meditation process for you. So we'll have that as an audio version on the in the group as well, and we'll put it under the units section too. So make sure you find it there. So, which reminds me once again, if you're not a part of the group, jump in there. Start to watch these streams. If you're not, because we're streaming in a variety of different places right now. If you're not watching it in the group, please head over there, become a member. If you choose the VIP, great. If not, that's all right too. But once you're in the group, it's the place where you should be checking out the regular streams and notifications of upcoming things that we have, and group specific stuff, which we're not going to stream anywhere else starting in 2021. So it's definitely a place you want to be and jump in on and get a part of. Okay. I'll drop that link one more time. I'm going to let Ross go, and then I'm going to do some setting up on my end here. So I've got this whole production, Beep. We got the whole production set up for you here today. We're not joking around. It's, this is Christmas Eve. All right. Okay. So before we start, and while I do all the technical setup to do this for you, go ahead and drop hashtag bring the joy, in the comments, so I know you're ready for this and you prepared yourself. Get yourself in a place where you can, there will be some visuals on the screen, so it all come off the screen, and there will be some visuals for you and some audio, not just my voice, but some music in the background. And make sure you can be about 15-20 minutes or so without disruption. And so hashtag bring the joy. There we go. They're coming in now. All right, good. And again, head over to the group. You can catch all the previous live streams and any additional bonuses and stuff. And those of you that, before I forget, and because some of you will trance out in this, before I forget and before you trance out, those of you that were on last week's live stream, we did promise that we had something for VIPs, and this is what we've got. We do have it ready to go. We just have to figure out how to get it to you now, because Facebook didn't allow us to have access to everybody's info, and so we're figuring that out, which may mean that we may have to send another notification, and you guys have to actually go to a website page to grab it and download it yourself. So just be ready for that. As soon as we have that set up for you, we will let you know, for those of you that are on VIP. All right. If you're not on VIP, you can always jump on, answer the questions as they are in the group. And if you can't or don't know how to do that, just message either Ross or I, and we'll be able to connect back to you and let you know that we either have you or don't have you on the list. All right. Okay. So here we go. So I'm going to do a screen share. Let me see. And I will be in the background. I'm not sure if it's, let's see, screen 3. Share that. And show. Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry, peeps. Where is... Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, and then I will put, that's it. Okay, so there's that. All right, so if you can start off by watching. You can start off by watching the screen, and at any time, and I will give the guided meditation process, that you can choose to close your eyes or keep it open for the whole process. Doesn't really matter. Just kind of sit back, enjoy, and experience what you experience. And let me start the music. Look at that. You guys are getting like... Spielberg's got nothing on me. Okay. All right, here we go. Now, gonna make sure that volume is not too loud. Okay. So quick thumbs up. Make sure everybody can hear me over the music. Just go ahead and drop some thumbs up. Ross, if you can give me a thumbs up too, if that sounds, if my voice is, I've got you muted, Ross, so just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and the music in the background. Awesome. Good. All right. Okay. Nice. So go ahead and get yourself somewhat comfortable as best as you can in the space that you have. And as you listen to the sound of my voice and the words that I say, or even the ones I don't, you know you can choose to listen with your eyes open, while some of each of you might even allow the natural blinking process to slow right down, down, down into a state of tranquil relaxation with every exhale. So go ahead and adjust your body in whatever way would serve you to relax for the next little while, listening to each and every word that I say on one level of your mind, while on another level, you've already begun a meaningful journey that's just right for you today. So if you haven't already done so, maybe you could put your attention on your breathing. Put your attention on your breath. And I wonder just when you will slip into that infinite flow of breathing in and breathing out without any effort, simply drifting into altered states of relaxation. And take this journey with me into the infinity matrix to find your joy. Now, and even in the future, you can accept that joy is merely a choice. You can choose at any time. In the infinity matrix, there is no need for, if this happens, then I'll feel joy. In fact, the only rule is that you have choice, moment by moment. So let go of those old programs that no longer serve you. And in doing so, invite the idea of joy to formulate into thoughts. That's right. And allow those thoughts to persist into attitudes of being joyful for no reason at all. And perhaps you feel a slight curl of the lips as even the micro muscles of your face agree to express more joy. Now, bring your attention back to your breathing. Breathing slow, and then slow it down just a little more. Letting your facial muscles soften and relax. Your forehead seems to smoothen out, and it feels good to let go of any stress, any worries, and any concerns just long enough for you to choose your joy and linger there for longer and longer periods of time, thinking about all the reasons you choose to feel joy in this season of joy and laughter. And let joy into your heart, intentionally inviting and welcoming spontaneous joy to be pumped throughout your entire body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, and even all the way to your fingertips. Perhaps feeling those tingling sensations as the cells, atoms, and molecules vibrate with joyful anticipation. Because even as a baby, the anticipation of something joyful stimulates laughter over 300 times per day. And we all know how infectious a baby's laughter is. Laughing for no reason at all. It would seem that it was natural, automatic, and spontaneous, and for other times, it's for all reasons we know not about. And when does the choice to laugh and find joy start to increase for us as adults, going from 20 to 21 to 25 to 30 to 50 to 100, 200, and back to matching the childlike magic we once had? That spark of joy that for so many has gone dormant now. As you continue to breathe deeper, imagine that you find yourself out in nature. Notice what's in your environment and acknowledge your gratitude for whatever is there. Acknowledge your gratitude for whatever is not there at this time. And just settle into this space of gratitude and tranquility deep inside. Just imagine that the time has passed and you notice that the rotation of the earth is moving your location farther away from the sun's light and bringing moonlight. And the bright moonlight seems to tap in and take over as your light source. But if you begin to put your attention on the space between the things you can see, hear, or feel, you notice another source of light all around you. Little sparks, it seems. And with time, you may narrow your attention even more to realize that there are fireflies waking up as the sun goes to sleep. And these tiny little fireflies rapidly and unpredictably bounce around in the air as if to play in the ethereal space that connects us all, joyfully lighting up the moments. And it's like those that are not able to be aware are working with your unconscious. those that you are not able to be aware of, we're craftily working with your unconscious to embed, perhaps even schedule, unpredictable sparks of joy and happiness in the days, weeks, months, and years to come. You watch in amazement with fresh eyes and do your best to catch them all consciously. But you know, and I know, that now your unconscious is much better equipped at those sort of things. Like an endorphin party that you stumbled into, your whole body just enjoys the idea of having more joy, happiness, and celebration. And if you look close enough and long enough, you might even notice there's one firefly that's different from the rest somehow. It's different in a way that's unique to you. That's right. It catches your eye because it symbolizes your inner spark of joy. Like the one missing light in a string of Christmas lights. And when you find it and allow it to settle into the right place, the entire string of lights come to life. One way or another. That inner spark of joy eventually makes itself known to you. And in that moment of moments, you are mesmerized, transfixed, and inspired to seek out this spark. So you start your quest. But first, you do a quick relaxation inventory and let go of any tension you may notice in the shoulders, in the chest, the arms, and even your torso. Let it all go loose. Let it all go limp. Let it all go completely relaxed. Checking in with yourself to be gentle and accept whatever is going on as a part of your journey today. Reconnect with your intention to find your joy in the infinity matrix. Continue to breathe as your breath nourishes you in the exact ways that you need it now. Feeling joy is a choice you can cultivate as you practice getting to the choice convergence point of the infinity matrix. The place where all possible choices exist, in that place of quantum possibilities. Needing your direction to bring into your reality whatever you desire, and today you decide to no longer allow joy to elude you anymore. Feel yourself flowing and drifting through your imagination, transcending time and space, where sometimes the seconds can seem like minutes, and the minutes can seem like hours, and the hours can seem like days. Seeking all the moments of joy that you've ever had, all the moments of joy that you haven't had yet. You know you can anticipate even more than you initially thought possible. As if that spark, That inner spark of joy was traveling ahead of you into your future and leaving surprises that will unfold the way it will serve you best. Interacting with people you know and new people, and even when you're alone, you smile more. You find humor in places where others find it difficult. Your joy becomes contagious as a baby's laughter, growing and becoming more and more a part of the infinity matrix you experience every day. And when you've caught up with that spark of joy, perhaps you realize that it has the ability to transform into many shapes and forms, to show up when you least expect it, and to be there as reliably as your breath. So you breathe in. You breathe in deep and feel that spark coming into your core, finding its way home, knowing that it can venture into your thoughts, ideas, and experiences of the future whenever your conscious mind is preoccupied with other things that your unconscious focuses on and takes care of, like the beating of your heart, the blinking of your eyes, and the functioning of your organs. Your unconscious just does the things that it does. When that spark of joy settles into your core, it may find a home in a specific place in your body. And when it does, some people notice it as a sparkling feeling throughout your body. Some notice it as a sequence of joyous musical notes. And some notice a brighter outlook on situations in their life. And others notice unique combinations that bring specific meanings of joy for them. Whatever you get as the sensations that are right for you, remember to breathe and just invite even more joy. And whenever it's happened, you can remember those times. Whether it's happened already, happening now, or will happen for you when you lay your head on your pillow tonight before sleep. Take 3 deep breaths, breathing in 1 for your mind, and exhale. And breathing in 2, nice and deep for your body, and exhale. And breathing in 3, even deeper than the others before, for your spirit. And allow a complete integration of more joy as you exhale, happiness and celebration into the days, weeks, and months to come. And now, it's time to come back to this place, this time, in this space you've created. And you can now experience as your infinity matrix. So go ahead and begin to feel the rising and falling of your chest as your breathing returns to normal. That's right. Start to wake up those eyelids and move your body around as you reorientate yourself and prepare for more joy, happiness, and celebration to greet you in the infinity matrix. Coming back, wide awake, wide awake, coming all the way back now, with your eyes open, fully alert, and returning back. All right. Let me just stop this live stream, bring Ross in. If you're still alert and if your unconscious mind is still taking you on a journey, then enjoy that journey until the right time where you need to continue your day and do whatever you need to do. And if your conscious mind has brought you back, go ahead and give me a hashtag and say, I'm hashtag full of joy, hashtag full of joy. And that way we know we got some people coming back. I'm going to bring Ross in here. Let me take that out of the picture and unmute you and bring Ross back in. All right. Hopefully you all enjoyed that.
That was beautiful, Gary. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Great. All right. And so that's our stream for today. We will be doing one next week as well, New Year's Eve. And all right, we got a bunch of people full of joy waking up. Some good stuff. Glad you all enjoy it. Again, we will have the audio version of this. We'll take the audio portion of just the guided visualization out of this and have that available in the members area. And so head on over there and take a look for that if you haven't already done so. And I think that's it, Ross.
One thing I'd like everybody, if you can, at some point, not just share. Maybe share how you felt during this meditation. Maybe what you saw. For example, myself, Gary, almost through the entire visualization, I was literally seeing our logo, the infinity symbol, and the choice convergence point in the center. For those of you who aren't familiar, the point where everything meets in that cross section was growing brighter and brighter. It was awesome, absolutely awesome. I had not heard this prior to Gary doing this today, so I was right there with everybody else.
And you guys, this is the first time it's ever. This is created just for you guys. So there's nowhere else this exists except right here. So.
That's what we're about. So that's fantastic. Questions? Put them in the comments. We will get to them later on today.
Zoli, sorry you missed it as well. Remember, we got the replays will be in the group under units. You can catch the replay.
Right.
So head on over to the group. Again, here is the link. Should be showing up in the stream, in the comments. Should be popping in there in a second. If you're not sure of it, it's on the bottom. It's running by. It's facebook.com/groups/the Infinite Matrix. Again, 2021 people. We've got some really, really cool stuff that's going to be just for the group. And so if you're not in that group, you're going to miss out. You got to head over there and jump on, join in. And if you want to be part of the VIP for the next level of stuff, where we're going to be adding all kinds of additional bonuses, then go ahead and let us know about that as well. All right.
Fantastic. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this great day. This has been a phenomenal week. We had, I don't know, Gary, if you were watching, everybody was just jumping for joy during the conjunction of the planets. It was really, really cool.
Nice.
So there's all kinds of great comments. Everybody was sharing their photos. I unfortunately had tremendous cloud cover. So I was not able to see it until the next day. And I don't know if I posted a photo of that or not. That what I took from where I live. But there are some amazing images that are on the group page. So that was fun. This was amazing. Happy.
Those of you that are celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas. Those of you having holidays, Happy Holidays. And we will see you all in 1 week. Bye, everyone.